Hi Doug. I have decided to make a video on the new way to make censuses. And in order to do that, I had to go to the sorcerer and down to options and to the household table. And I had to just take one of these choices and pick the one that says within the reference or source so that it shows up in the sources section. We had to jump through hoops in order to get it into the sources section, and by clicking this choice it allows us to bypass all those jumping through hoop things. So this makes it real easy, and you'll see how easy it is in a minute here. So I'm going to go back out of these tabs that I have. So I'm back to my Aunt Olive, and she had a couple sources in her biography, but they weren't the tables that I like. I like the census tables because a picture is worth 1,000 words. So the tables are easy to read, and the sentences and descriptions are not as easy. So let's go ahead and do our first one. We'll go back to Sorcerer, and you have Family Search, so we'll click on Family Search. And let's see what we have for sources. She was born in 1903, so theoretically we could get the census for 1910, 1920, but here I see 30, 40, and 50. Oh, here's 20 down here, and here's 1910. Okay, so we can get 5 of these: 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So we'll start with the earliest one first and click on where it's highlighted in blue, which is her name. And this brings up her census. And she's 6 years old at that time. We're going to click on the sorcerer. We're going to build a narrative with citation, and it's copied to the clipboard. We're going to go to her profile, click on edit. We're going to scroll down, and since she's 6 years old, she's going to be between when she was born and when she got married. So we'll click at the end of her birth information and hit the enter key twice. So now the cursor's in between, and what we'll put in here is going to have a space above and a space below, just like these others have a space above and below. Alright, so I'm going to right click, and since the census is saved to the clipboard, I can just click on paste, and there it is. Between her birth is the 1910 census, and this part here is the chart. And down here is when she got married, so it's in the right place. We're going to scroll all the way down and click or type in added 1910 census and click on full save. And here's her profile. Here's the wording in between the date and her marriage, or birth and her marriage. It's the 1910 census. And here's our chart. And it's pretty easy to see that she's living with her mother and father, and she's the daughter. She's 6 years old, born in Connecticut. And now we're ready to add the next one. And to show you how easy it is, I'm just going to zip through these next four just to show you how great this way of doing it is. So I'm going to go back to Olive with her 1910 census, and I'm going to backspace, or I'm rather back arrow, and I'm going to go down and pick the 1920 census. We already have the 1910. I'm going to go Sorcerer, build narrative, go to her profile, go to edit, and 1920 is what we're working with. She got married in 1929, and this is the 1920 census, so it's going to be before there. And I'm going to right click and paste, and type in added 1920 census and save it, and go back up here and back arrow, and we're going to pick up the 1930 census and go to Sorcerer, build narrative with citation, go back to her profile, go to the edit page. 1930 is after she got married, so we'll scroll down and look for her marriage information. So this is her marriage information here. We're going to click after that, hit the enter key a couple times to get it in the middle, right click, paste, and type in added 1930 census, save it, go back to family search and back arrow again, and look for 1940. And there's 1940. We'll click on her, go to Sorcerer, go down to build narrative with citation, click on profile, edit, say this is 1940, so it's after 1930, and it's before she died, so hit the enter key twice, right click, paste, go down and say added 1940. And I'm typing these out because I know you don't have the autocomplete in yours yet because you haven't done enough. This will build up and you'll be able to do the autocomplete just by clicking on this. If you get as far as added, the word added probably, and it'll pop up 1940 and 1950 as choices. So we're going to do a full save. We've got one more to do. So we'll go up to family search again, back arrow. We're looking for 1950. And here's 1950. Click on her name because that's highlighted in blue, so it's a link. Go up to the sourcer, down to build narrative with citation. Go over to her profile, go to the edit page, and this will be the last one before her death. So we scroll all the way down, and here's where she died. So we click above that, hit the enter twice to get our spacing, and do a paste, and see, as soon as I click the A, I get the choice of added 1950 census, so I save it. And let's see what we look like. In the biography, we got the 1910, 20, 30, 40, and 50 census narratives, and down here we got the 1910, 1920, 1930, 1940, 1950 census charts, and we're all done. So that's all there is to it. It's so much simpler than before. I can do this 3 times as fast as I could the old way. So it behooves you to learn how to do this. It'll really speed up your time, and you can get out in the garden quicker. Alright, we can stop recording now.